Hi everybody. Okay, I guess it didn't work on Facebook Live, but instead I'm just gonna record a video and then that way everybody still gets to see the walkthrough of the app. So let me go ahead and let's see. Okay, so if you go on, you're gonna go on your internet, type in Business Growth Center, CTR for center.com. And then you'll get to the website. You can also see if it lets you type in sales-buddy.app. Okay. Then it'll also take you here. So it's just a little bit shorter. And once you're on the website, this is where you're going to find the video. It's going to walk you through the dashboard. The purpose of this app is to help you attract more clients. Like those are inbound leads. Inbound leads are the type of leads that are finding you either on social media, on Google, or wherever, like listings, directory listings, for example. And so once you set yourself up on the internet, you're going to start seeing people find you instead of you having to do any cold calls or emails or stuff like that. Like it's very draining, energy draining to have to do that type of marketing, and no one likes to be on social media 24/7. So attracting ideal clients really does become a priority once you start running out of time to do it, or once you're in service, too busy servicing your clients that you're not actually doing like the sales and marketing, so that's the tough part about it. You can see like the video here and can get instant access here, or if you like help onboarding, you can also chat with Buddy down here. This is Buddy, the AI assistant, and able to see here, he'll ask you questions just to get you set up inside the dashboard easier, and so that is where you'll get that. The purpose of this app is really to cut down the time that is going to take you. So it's going to give you some clarity, helping you connect all your data from across your website, across Google search, across social media, even your ads. So that gives you some clarity on what's working and what's not. It's going to save you time. So if you're spending, for example, 10, 15 hours on marketing, then you're going to start cutting that down to 10, down to 5. And so little by little, it'll be a lot less time. So my recommendation is that you try to automate what you can, but then you also just outsource what you can or don't have time to do. So that is a really good strategy to grow. Executive reports, you're going to be getting weekly and monthly reports, just summarizing all the important numbers, any changes, so that way you know exactly how your campaigns are working and performing. So that is the purpose of this app. You'll also see some reviews down here. You can go ahead and take a look at that when you have a chance. But who am I? I know some ladies do remember me from being in this group. I've been in this group for years. I think like before 2020. And so I've really been interacting with people and being active, especially the last year and the year before. I was a group expert, just sharing a lot of value. So if you go to my profile and you scroll down, you're going to see a lot of freebies, a lot of value posts, a lot of information that I posted throughout the months, and just really going to get you information on how to scale your business. So that is what I focus on, is that I help people attract ideal clients. So it's not about getting more leads, more, because more also means more work. But what you want to do is really get the right clients. So you want to make sure you're at the right place at the right time. So you can check out some of my case studies if you'd like some information about how I've helped before. I've helped. I worked with Kaiser Permanente in the past. I've also worked with UFC Gym. I built their lead generation strategy. I worked with a couple product companies like Healthy Coffee and a smart home technology company, but as well as some service companies. So Safe Harbor is a nonprofit, mental health nonprofit. They grew a lot during COVID because they were getting on the news and really sharing a lot of information about how to improve your mental health, how to improve your relationships between your family, between your significant other. And so a lot of the work that I do is really just creating an impact. I'm from California. I was born and raised in LA County, but then I started going more west over to the Inland Empire. I studied in Riverside, but I also do a lot of client work in Orange County. Right now, my biggest client, which was a service company that's the one I was talking about, that they went from less than 200,000 to more than 1.5 million in 3 months. So they are in Orange County. They are business to business. So of course, everybody's results are different. Like if you're selling a $1 product, might be different if you're selling, they sell deals that go from $5,000 to $400,000, so it's a big difference. Of course, everybody has different results, but when you get down to the app, like that's why it's so useful, because it has so many different tools and it'll let you know exactly what to focus on. So you don't want to have to be everywhere. It's very exhausting. And I'm going to start walking through the tools. So like I said, the buddy down here, he'll only help you onboard the app, give you some information, give you some free tools. But then also, if you want to actually chat with him, you'll go over here to the menu which says Buddy, the AI assistant. And that'll let you ask him questions. So you can ask him anything, from write me a blog post about this, help me generate some email ideas, or even if you have a question about sales or marketing, he's smarter than ChatGPT because it's hard coded to pull information only credible data online. And I picked the most specific sales and marketing websites that are the most knowledgeable and current. So it's not going to pull information from all the self-proclaimed gurus online that you can make $1 million in 12 hours. It's not all that all the hype. It's actually from like the American Marketing Association, HubSpot, like Salesforce, like these companies that are really involved in sales and marketing. And so their information is very credible, and it's been viewed, and it's definitely more trustworthy. So anything you ask him here is pulling from expert information, and that's why he is smarter than ChatGPT. Also, ChatGPT needs you to log in. So if you go to ChatGPT, I used to use ChatGPT, and once in a while I'll check it just to compare like how Sales Buddy responds versus ChatGPT response. But the thing about ChatGPT is that the free version is you have to have a login, so you need your name and email. That already stops a lot of people. They don't like sharing their information everywhere. Here, like you saw, I just clicked on it and it just took me straight to asking questions. Another thing about ChatGPT is they've actually been hacked. So then people's fear of sharing their email, well, it happened. People's emails were hacked. And so that is why I personally stopped using it, because I didn't want to be vulnerable, to getting hacked. And so also the third thing about ChatGPT is that it was coming out that the data that it was giving out is not accurate. So they started fact checking the blogs and articles it was writing, and it wasn't accurate. So here, like it's using a lot more upgraded software, and it's hard coded to be more like efficient, more authentic and credible information. So that's the difference between Buddy and ChatGPT. So Buddy is also he's built a little bit more like easier to talk to. More personable, than ChatGPT is very robotic, and the answers all seem that way. But Buddy is coded a little bit more casual, where he'll talk to you like an actual conversation, and so it's a lot more comfortable to chat with. You can even ask him any type of questions and he'll try to answer. So that he's a really good resource. He'll be like your sidekick, he'll definitely have your back whenever you're stuck on something. You can ask him. A lot of times it's hard for us to ask like family members or even other like coworkers, partners, to ask them specific questions about business, because we get nervous, like, oh, are we going to be judged about what I'm asking? And so asking Buddy first is a good way to go about it. Asking Google, it really is just like a rabbit hole. You don't know if the information you're getting is actually going to be like the type of information that's going to help. So that's why Buddy is more upgraded than ChatGPT and Google. So he's a good business resource for sure. Brand name ideas tool. This will help you brainstorm some ideas. Use this neat tool to come up with the ideas for your business name. So if you enter here any type of business, let's say you're going to do cupcake business, right? Then you're going to have that generated. And it starts giving you a couple of options on here. Like you'll see, can change up cupcakes to be more cupcakes related. And so you'll see some options. So my recommendation is you pick 3 that you like, or 5, because some might be taken. So pick 5 that you like, write them down, and then I talk about this in my checklist. I have a checklist of 21 steps to get started if you're still brand new to business. So if you're at the point of picking your name, you are still brand new in business. So you're going to write down 5, do a poll for them, but make sure that they're not already taken. So the way that you do that is you go on Google, look up TESS, so TESS test, and that's the system that's going to help you look through copyright and trademark to make sure it's not already taken. So you don't want to take someone's name that's already out there. One, because they already have a brand, and the competition, obviously they're going to be straight competing for it. But 2, it's also illegal to be taking someone's brand, so you don't want to get sued, and that's a really bad way to start business by really piggybacking off someone's brand. It's not ethical, it's not nice, and so it's also illegal. Make sure you check those, and then once you have a good odd amount, so maybe 3, even 3 is probably the ideal amount, do a poll on Facebook. You'll be able to do that if you go, even if you have the like whenever you go on Facebook, it lets you do polls. Let me see if lets you do a as an option. So you'll here, you'll see it there. Also see it here. And then you're going to drop the names on there and ask, hey, I need your help. Everybody needs your opinions. And then add them here. And then that way people start helping you. And when feel invested in your brand, like they want to see you grow, they want to support you, and so that's a really good way to start spreading the word. And that's just a really good marketing tactic, is to start at that point. So you'll see over here tools like let me see, client attraction workbook is a workbook that I wrote, I designed specific for attracting better clients and more clients. So to be more consistent on social media, to help you plan some content, you'll see the free version here. You can go ahead and download it here, download PDF. Or you can just flip through it, business workbook. See, here's a rundown. The money-making basics, like how to make money, follow-up plan, so how to follow up. A lot of sales comes until not the first time you talk to someone, or not the first time they see your ad or your social media post. It's actually after. So you have to have some sort of plan where your content is making sense. You know, what you posted yesterday or the day before is going to line up to what you're going to post today or tomorrow. So that it's also about following up with people. If you're already in the DMs or you're already in their email, text messaging, make sure you're following up, and not to be bothering them, but really to answer all their questions and to stay top of mind. So how to attract and impress people, how to convert, how to close, speaking. You know, I also have done speaking, and it's a great way to get your message out to a lot of people at once, and also a great way as an income source. So I do speaking for corporate, like for team trainings, but I also do speaking like at conferences, you know, motivational speaking or speaking about marketing and growing businesses. So magnetizing your brand is just closing it up. Like, how do you become someone that, or have a brand that people want to buy from? You can get the Kindle version here. If you like it, you can leave it here. It is free, so you can go ahead and download that. Unless you would like to have things like physically in person. I know some things like to write, highlight. So you can also get it on Amazon by clicking here. And then you'll see this actually has a content planner too. So that's the part that's missing on the free version, is that this version has a content planner where it'll help you plan out like your week, your month, like what are the topics, like I said, so to make sure that everything makes sense to your audience. So that's where you'll be able to actually plan it. I also have some SEO tools, but let me just get right back into the actual dashboard. So it's called the Business Growth Dashboard. I'm doing a lot of rebranding right now, so you might see like a couple changing names here and there since I am launching my app this week. Actually, it's LA Tech Week, so I'm going to be going to some events today and tomorrow and really just talking about AI, talking about this app, you know, how it's going to help. It's right now it's still pending the update on to be on Android, and then soon to be on also on the Apple Play Store. But what you can do now is if you look on the computer and you look up on the bar where you see the URL, you'll see here like this little computer icon. So you'll be able to install either if you wanted to pull up directly here, you know, it can pull up this dashboard and take you directly to yours. Or if you want to bookmark this because you want to be able to chat, which I recommend, that way you're able to chat with Buddy whenever. So instead, bookmark the main page. So once you're on the main page, you're going to click on this. It'll let you install this on your computer, just like you see, like down on the bottom, you see your Outlook or Google Chrome icon. You'll also be able to save that on there and just pull it up whenever you'd like, get straight to it. So you can install it here. So it is a web app, meaning on your phone as well. If you do have an Android and iPhone, if you have an Android, let me know because I can send you the link to download from the Play Store. But if you have an Apple, like an iPhone, you can also pull this up on your Safari, you know, the browser, like the same businessgrowthcenter.com, and then you go over to settings and it'll ask you if you want to save this on your home screen. So if you want to save this on your home screen, it'll add it on your home screen as a web app, but it pretty much looks similar to an app. So it's just like I said, easily accessible, which is the whole point. You want to make sure you down all those steps of having to pull out your computer, having to plug it in, and so everything is really cutting down the time for you. All those little steps add up in time. So that is where you'll save it from. Once you get in, you'll see the dashboard. The video walks you through the dashboard a lot, so I won't get too much into that, but I will show you the tools. So if you go to my products, you'll already see a couple trial products. Automatically, once you get in, you get advertising intelligence, so you can connect your Google ads and your Facebook ads and see all your numbers, see how much you're spending, and see the return on investment, which is super important. And then you're also going to get social marketing, which is a scheduler. And so this is a really good tool to schedule and pre-plan. Like I said, automate some of that work. You don't want to automate everything. You still want to have access to you, want to see you, speak to you. So make sure there's a balance, you know, but here you'll be able to schedule some of that. These tools are all freemium. Well, most of these are freemium versions. So you'll have some free capabilities, like all the basic stuff that you need. And if you really like the tool and you think like, oh, it's useful, like for example, this one, it's free for Facebook and Google My Business, which are really the biggest ones, main ones, most important ones. But if you're already in the growth stage, you want to be in more social media channels. So you might want to post on Twitter, you might want to post on Instagram or LinkedIn, because those are also really good channels. And depending on your business, you want to make sure you're spending time where your audience is spending time. You don't have to be everywhere, but just where they are, you know. So that is the upgrade is for the LinkedIn and Instagram. So you'll see, and if you have any other products, you'll find them here, and you'll also find the trial. I already have ActiveCampaign, but you usually, instead of launch, you're gonna see it say here start trial. So it's a 2-week trial to try email marketing for free. It also has landing pages. So if you don't have a website, or even if you do, you just make a landing page of a very specific offer, product, or service. And this is a really good way to start getting inbound leads, is promoting that landing page, and in general, just putting it out there on the internet, and so people will start finding you eventually. And to see more tools, you're going to go over to the store section. And this is where you'll see everything. You'll see some services, because I also, like I said, I work with bigger companies, more than 6 figures, scalable businesses. Those are the types of clients I work with, because not our businesses are scalable, So the ones that are, though, I help them grow to the next level. But you'll see the tools here. Advertising Intelligence with the Calendar Hero is also free, because it is the scheduling tool that I'll walk through as well. The Do-It-Yourself Marketing Toolkit, it pretty much gives you all the free tools. Like, there are 5 free tools, and it'll give them all to you at once. So you go ahead and activate that one, and you're able to do it yourself as much as you can. So I recommend first do it yourself as much as you can. Once you run out of time, automate what you can. And then once that still runs you out of your time, then you can outsource the stuff that didn't automate, but you also don't have time to do. So that is a really best strategy to go out and go. And you'll also see this is the inbox messaging. That means that you can get a number that is only for text messaging, but at least you don't have to share your own personal number with everybody. And it keeps all your messages here, inbox messages. So it has its own inbox just for your business number, business text messages, which is amazing, because it's not on your phone. Sometimes I have to scroll through my phone conversations all the way down to find someone, and that makes it easier here to just only business in here, so that's really neat. The listing builder, I'll walk you through it, but directory listings, like Google My Business is a directory, but as well as Yelp or Angie's List, even the real estate company websites like Realtor, they're also considered listings. Well, so you want to make sure that you're getting listed. This is going to help with search engine optimization, meaning people's going to like you more, and then they're going to send you more people. So that's always a plus. And now I'm going to get into the tools themselves. You're going to see them here on the left-hand side, whichever ones that you have active. And so, this one's pretty self-explanatory, Crank sharing. So that's just screen sharing, in case you, I use this in case someone is ever stuck in the dashboard, has some questions or something, we screen share, and then I help them, like tech support, so that is what I use to screen share real quick. And website, if you have website hosting, but this is for WordPress. So if you have website hosting, you'll be able to see it here. My website is actually hosted on here. So it does daily backups, which is amazing. Actually, my first website, I had my first website for 8 years, and I was super proud of it, because I had a big blog with a lot of comments and everything. Very good traffic, but I wasn't backing it up. And so something happened, maybe an update or a plugin, and broke the site. And so I wasn't able to recover that site. And I learned my lesson, because I went for the cheap hosting. Although this hosting's not too bad, it's $18 a month, but it's definitely a lot better, because I don't know if you can see here, but it'll add in some basic analytics. Of course, Google Analytics is always going to be the number one, but you're going to also see a lot of information here, and then you'll see backups. You can connect your domains. You can import a whole website if you already have it somewhere else. And so it's really useful for all that. And see, ActiveCampaign, like I said, it's the email marketing tool. So some of you are already familiar with that. Listing Builder is the one that, so once you have your business on here, do your business profile, right? And then you get added to my referral directory. So my referral directory is a directory that's specifically to the businesses that I've talked to, I've worked with. So they're really trustworthy companies. So I get asked a lot, hey, do you know an accountant? Hey, do you know someone that does public relations? And so I do know all those people, and I list them in my directory. And so you're going to fill out your profile here. I haven't done it for myself. Like I said, I'm doing. Oh yeah, it is there. So I'm still rebranding here. So then that I have to back and fix everything. But once you do your whole listing here, location, hours, social media, and pictures, you're gonna be able to, if you want to, sync it across the web. So here, if you go to listing sync or listing distribution, it'll walk you through connecting your other channels as well as it'll give you a list of a bunch of directories. And so this is a really good way to get inbound leads finding you. Like I said, right place, right time. So you're gonna, like I said, this is the freemium version. So I haven't upgraded yet myself. What you could do is, if you want to do it yourself, you have the time for this, pick the ones that make sense for you. They might not all make sense to you, but if you're a restaurant or service-based industry, Yelp is good. And you're going to go to yelp.com and then start your directory. Or if you don't have time for that, you're already a little bit more advanced in your business stage, then you can just automatically sync everything. And so that's what the distribution is for. Fill out your profile here. So that way it has it. And then it'll push it out to all the listings. And then like it'll help you get out there faster. So it'll put you everywhere across the web at one click. So it'll just push your information. And every time you have a change, let's say you change your business hours, it'll change it across everything. So that is one of the neatest tools that I have here. A lot of my clients get just every single day. Like my husband, he gets leads every single day from being on listings. And so that's a really cool tool. The reputation management, it is a tool that will help collect reviews or respond to reviews. So sometimes people don't even know they have reviews, and so you really don't want to not know, because you want to know what people are saying about you. And you'll see here, oops, on it. Okay, you'll see here, I already connected my business and my Facebook. So you'll see like a summary of your reviews, total reviews, how many recommend you, all that here. And you also see the actual reviews here. You see a display widget as well. So this is a widget that you can add on your website in case you want to display your reviews, you see. So that is how you can customize the colors and stuff like that, and then drop it on your website. There's a code, drop it in, copy it, and then drop it in on your website, and that's it. Or you can make templates. That's like an upgraded version. You can also see your listings to see if people left there. Q&A, anytime people mentions you on social media. Those are pro features, but either ways, these free features will get you enough out there that you're going to be able to start a good presence online. Definitely with these tools. Like you see, it looks throughout everything. My listing here, that's my directory listing. So this is my directory. It also allows you to have reviews on there. So you'll see that I already have a lot of reviews for my service and my app. So I have 11 reviews on Facebook, 5 reviews on my listing. So those are some of the tools so far there. Reputation management. Social marketing, like I said, you can either post a send message to our channels, which I don't recommend though, because you want to make sure you switch it up. So what it'll do, it'll let you switch it up by channel too. So customize by account. Recommend that instead. Either publish it immediately or schedule it for later. You're able to here like customize it by account. It's really neat to do because you want to make sure that the message is the same, not the same, I mean, across all the channels. So that is really to do on there. There's a customer posts. Those are the upgraded features where you can actually get customer posts or leads sent directly to you, content to post. account, see some recent. So that is pretty much your unified inbox for all your social media stuff, which is super cool because a lot of businesses have multiple channels. So for a business owner, it's really ideal to have it in one place. As you get up there, you start running out of time to be everywhere all the time. So advertising intelligence is the next one. I haven't run any ads yet. I don't usually recommend to run ads at the beginning. You want to make sure you have a good offer first. You want to make sure you validate it. You have branding. You have your funnel built, everything ready, and you already took some test traffic in there. Not your mom and your brother, but like actual clients or who would be clients. You know, they can be friends, but like, hey, maybe they're also whatever your ideal client is, and just ask them, hey, can you do me a favor? If they're not friends or if they're just acquaintances or just online, for example, you can offer like a $5 Starbucks coffee card or a $25 Amazon gift card to incentivize them to test out your page, you know, to give you some feedback. And it's amazing to do that because you're really able to adjust your offer to make sure your conversion rate is really good. Average conversion rate is like 2%, but you want to make sure you're better than average. So if you don't know your conversion rate, it's good to start learning it. Or if you need help with that, I also have tools to help that. So just ask me, how do I do my conversion rate, or what do I do? How do I optimize it? And I'll go ahead and guide you through it. If you do have questions for me, see down here. Oh yeah, it's right here. So Sales Buddy, you can contact me anytime. So if you download this on your phone as an app, it's like pretty much having a sales expert and sales assistant in your pocket where you can sit out and ask, you know, if you want to ask Sales Buddy real quick, will answer. If he didn't answer satisfactorily enough, then you can go over here. You can send me a message anytime by clicking on here. I think since I'm on video, it's kind of confused, but it'll pop up a little message video and you can just go ahead and send me a message anytime. The last tool that I want to walk you through is the meeting scheduler. So the schedule, you'll see a couple preset meetings, but you can change these meetings to however you like. Change the name, like quick meet, for example. And you can change the URL as well and the time. See? Color, and you can also add your form, like questions you want to ask. A good question to ask here is if they prefer to do like a call or like a video meeting. So, or in person, if you have that option, for example, you can ask here. Or you can even use this if you're like, for example, an event planning or a caterer. You can use this to book your parties. And so you can ask the questions about like, if you make cakes, how old is the birthday person? Or if you are a wedding planner, when is your wedding date? You know, so these are the type of questions that you update. So now I have one specific. See, quick meet. 18 minutes. You have a question. Coffee chat. You see how I had already did this one before? 45-minute coffee chat. Also, and that one does have. Want to do a virtual on video, or do you want to just do it in person? Let's meet at Starbucks. So that's for my local clients. And then you can also do team events here. So it'll allow you to put on here to choose the one that's best for everyone. Then it'll let you see all your schedule, but it'll be connected to your Microsoft or your Google Calendar. So don't worry, it'll show up or like in your calendar and everything. You don't have to worry about that. And it'll give you notifications, and it'll give your attendee notifications too. So there's always a lot of no-shows. People forget nowadays. Attention span is super short. But with that, you'll be able to go ahead and get reminders so no one forgets. And another thing you'll see here is if you do outsource some of the stuff, you'll see the projects in this tab. see some projects that we're working on, any feedback. If you ask for any freebies, usually I drop them in here. So you'll see them on here. But oh, guides. Yeah, that's right. You can't miss out on. So if you're still learning or you want to learn more about marketing, about business, growing business, or even the tools, this online scheduler, for example, book meetings, so you can read more about it here. Want to learn about here? How do you set up Google Search Console so that your website is on? That's just a big first step. So here's a lot of steps. You see a lot of guides. 3 SEO tips. And so how to respond to positive, how to respond to negative. So there's a bunch of information here. It has a bunch of guides that gathered from, these are written by experts, other experts. And so look at this one, what's called to 16 website SEO musts. So there's a bunch of great information on here and a lot more accurate that find on Google. So, and it's written by experts, which is a big plus. You'll see some contacts here if you have been texting them. Then see the actual app right here. For example, like if you ever sign up to anything and you don't want them to be texting you, you can give them your business number. That's what I did with this one. And so this is what it'll look like. It gives you like your own business number. This isn't my phone number. You can't call this number, but you can text it. So as long as they know, oh, this is a text only number, but you can't, the only thing is right now you can't share any type of like, yeah, so that's the thing. I'll work on adding that feature if needed. Let me know if it's useful to share like a video or drop like pictures. For now, you can only do text and links. So you see the links there. And that's what it looks like. So it has your own inbox here. Like I said, I've been pretty much just using it for like, yeah, I just, where I don't want to share my actual number. So it works out for that too. Recent activity just gives you activity for everything. But the executive report, this is the one you'll be getting emails every week, and then the numbers for your week, and then the numbers for your month. So it'll walk you through a lot of things here. See for the previous week, like we're still not done with this week. The week ends on Sundays. So this is for the May 28th to June 3rd, which I wasn't on my business yet. But you'll see everything, listings, social media, your website, and SEO. So you'll see a summary of everything here, and then you'll also be able to print it, be able to the sections, to monthly. So you can see monthly or custom. If you want to add team members, this is just a, if you want to add some team members to the dashboard, and then up here you'll see invite team member. So when you invite that team member, you go ahead and put their information here, send them the invite, and then they'll get the login for this dashboard. And that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. You can edit your settings down here in case you change your business name or you want to connect anything else. The more you connect, the more information you'll see on here. You could even connect, for example, for QuickBooks, you connect social media. Let's see here. And then the Get Started page, I love this funnel right here called Customer Journey. So awareness is usually the first step. Is like, where did they find you? Where were you that they came into your funnel? Findability, like, are you on directories? Where are you? So that's findability, like how far is your brand reaching? And reputation, those are like reviews and the more about how you're performing as a business or service provider. Conversion, those are actual like converting into sales, closing, or people checking out website. Then advocacy comes when they're like referring you. You can either have an affiliate program. I will have an affiliate program here. I'm still developing it, but I will be giving which is 20% affiliate for anyone you refer that need any type of like services. For example, I do a lot of website redesigns where I've redesigned some websites to look a lot better, and that way they're converting more ideal clients. So not just having people look at it and leave, instead look at it, get sold, and check out how many clients, or add to cart and actually check out, not just ditch it. So that is conversion optimization as well. I have that type of service. So anyone that you refer is actually a 20% affiliate program at the moment. So I'm working on the links and all that, but that is something that I'm going to be providing. So if you are also a service owner or someone that knows a lot of business owners, can refer people to me, and then you can get paid for that. So that'll be and it's recurring. Sometimes my services are weekly, for example, or monthly. And so you'll be getting that recurring 20% as well. And then this is a really good win-win situation. And this is where you see everything, customer journey, connect everything, and just really get started. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know. I will keep all updated with anything new and let you know how the launch goes at Tech Week. We're launching this. So today I have a event, and tomorrow is the closing of the LA Tech Week 2023. And so I'm connecting and networking with other AI founders and investors, and really just being in the scene. So do that this weekend, and thank you for walking this with questions. Let me know, okay? Bye. Have a good one.